Happy Monday. Peace, peace, peace. What's good, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Here we go with some more NASA fake space news. If you're joining me today and you're at work, I hope you have a good work day. If you're joining me and you are at home doing your thing, whatever you're doing, I hope it is productive. You know, you got to take that chance, do that thing you want to do, go on that trip you want to go to, and just build your life. You know, build your life the way you envision it. Don't be afraid to get out there, and don't take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and just take life by the horns, man. Because really, you're gonna regret it. They say that you regret the things that you don't do, not the things that you have done when you're on your deathbed. So make sure that you're not leaving any stone unturned when it comes to your dreams. Okay, we are here. We are talking about space news. You know, it's just, oh man, it's just, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy how deep they've gotten. It's like Marvel, right? The Marvel universe, the MCU. The Marvel comic universe is so deep. There's a backstory for literally everyone. Anybody that you could possibly see in a magazine, comic book, or cartoon, movie has a backstory. And it is just so interesting how they can do that. But now when it comes to, you know, news about space and what's out there, it gets a little bit ridiculous. You know what I mean? I mean, they give us photos like these, and we know that it's just, you know, CGI or gems laying on a dark mat, and they're just like snapping pictures of it and telling you that it's outer space when really it's some glitter. God damn it. I'm gonna have to laugh for that one. And look at this here. First images from the James Webb Telescope. Like, you're not seeing this. It's so funny how they show us like such a illuminated space, and we look out there and it's just pure darkness, and suddenly, you know, this isn't a real photo, and they even tell you this isn't like they shot this photo and this is what came back. Remember, all the photos from satellite images come back in codes, like ones and zeros and shit, and they gotta there's like different spectrums of minerals and materials that they can pick up. So say like cobalt or gold and whatever, and different parts of a graph that they have set, it spikes or it sinks, and it's kind of looking like a bar graph when it comes back, the data. And when they get this kind of bar graph data like this, like here, you'll see like a bunch of levels up and down. Here's a bar chart. Up and down, all these levels. And that's going to tell them what is quote-unquote out there. But really, it's just then them interpreting it into something cool, right? They will say that, for example, helium has spiked here, and helium is a gas, and so it's got to look like this. You know, they make up things, they make up stories, they make up reasons. They're the top thinkers, right? Well, I mean, we're outthinking them, but when it comes to like people not thinking outside the box, getting perfect on every test, believing in the news, believing that the wars are really what they say the wars are. You know, it's just yeah, it's just, these are called the cosmic clips. James Webb's seemingly three-dimensional picture looks like craggy mountains on a moonlit evening. Who's writing this shit? In reality, it is the edge of the giant gaseous cavity within NGC 3324, called the tallest peaks in this image are about 7 light years high. Oh my god. Oh, they didn't just say that. 7 light years high. Because, you know, light years is a measurement, okay? It's the distance that light travels in a year. So it's profoundly, like, you... How is a picture even... How is a picture even taken of this? Like, when was the James Webb launched? Because if it's 7 light years and you're snapping a camera, and I don't know, hopefully there's a flash because you're snapping it in the dark, how long does it take to get there? But then how long does it also take to get back to the eye of the camera, right? That's like, got to be a 14-year round trip. James Webb Telescope, or whatever, was launched. Oh my god. It was launched 2 years ago. And they say that this is 7 light years away. So, even if it was launched 2 years ago, and it's up in space doing what they're saying it's doing, it's barely traveled anywhere because, well, you have to have a still photographer or a still subject matter to be able to get a still photo like this. But let's say it is up there and it is snapping out pictures. How is it snapping out something 7 light years away and receiving it within 2 years? It's 7 light years away. So for the light to even travel into the camera's lens is more than the time that it's been up there. Do you guys understand? Do you understand now? If you're not a flat earther and you believe in NASA and space, everything, you have to ask yourself these kinds of questions, right? 7 light years away. It was launched 2 years ago. How does that make sense? Okay. Oh, learn more about this image. Okay. And while we're doing that, we can dissect this photo here of astronauts, Axiom Mission 2 and Expedition 69. Oh, they're getting pretty raunchy now. Crew members pose for a portrait together during dinner time aboard the International Space Station. Oh, it's okay. So they're all up here on the station. Enough resources and supplies. You have things floating around, including the people. Everyone's floating. This guy's drink pack here is floating above his arm. But they have sriracha. They got some sriracha here, folks. This guy has a fork. It looks like there's a taco floating right in front of this guy's face. So this guy's got a taco floating. Some sriracha, making it seem like, you know, the sriracha was on its side for a little while because it's not filling up the whole bottle, right? So the sriracha, they had to lay down on its side, and then right before the image was taken, they probably stood that up so that you get that kind of like, my sriracha's floating in the bottle kind of vibe. But so hold on, so this probably weighs like a pound. This is floating. This sriracha liquid is floating. But her hair, nah. Her hair, nah, it's just gonna, gravity is going to choose, again, what can float and what it pulls down. And apparently the sriracha can float. The taco can float. But her hair, her light stringy hair, No, that's gonna stay down. Oh, she's got her drink pack posed, like just balancing right on her stomach and stuff. She's like, snap the photo before the shit falls. I can only. It's like Terminator 2. I don't know how much longer I can hold this. Holy, you gotta be kidding me. Like you. This guy is like, yeah, give me a size extra large, and then let me fold up the collar. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Like, this guy's collar, it looks like it's a hand-me-down, and then it got stretched out. Like, come on, what are you doing? Wear a shirt that fits. And then he's probably propping it up like this. Look at my screen. He's probably propping it up like this. You know, his shoulders are together. He's like, oh, I'm floating. Look how loose my neck is. Look how loose it is. It's like a turtleneck kind of, but looser. I must be in space. Jesus, this is just so bizarre. And it's like, oh, can we please like screw in this camera up here? Yeah, and yeah, just like screw it up here, put it over my head, because we're all used to seeing cameras the right way, facing horizontally, and we just have this $2,000 camera just floating around willy-nilly. It might hit the ceiling, it might hit the back, it might hit my head, it might hit something else, but it's okay because we're in space. No, you still have to secure your $2,000 camera. Okay? It doesn't, just because you're in space doesn't mean things are worthless now. Okay? And why is this cord? Now, I understand how light can, be so bright that it kind of hides these blue cords here coming down. See on the left here? These blue cords coming down. But it can't really change the opacity of it. Like, that looks like it's just been kind of blotted out like the eraser tool, because it doesn't look like light is hugging it. You know what I mean? Like when light is surrounding something, it doesn't, that's not what it looks like to me anyway. And I got a pretty good eye for these things. Okay, let's learn more about the fakery. The picture that's 7 light years away that was taken less than 2 years ago. The blistering ultraviolet radiation from the young stars is sculpting the nebula's wall by slowly eroding it away. Dramatic pillars tower above the glowing wall of gas. Like, how do they know so much about this? Like, isn't this like new research? The stream that appears to rise from the celestial mountains is actually hot because I held the thermometer up to it. Ionized gas and hot dust streaming away from the nebula due to the relentless radiation. It's relentless. It's relentless. It's unending. Webb reveals emerging stellar nurseries and individual stars that have found their own style and wardrobe, and they're individuals, and we have some in nurseries that are just kind of growing up learning how to be individuals. And they are completely hidden by visible light pictures. The completely hidden invisible light pictures, okay? Because of Webb's sensitivity to infrared light, it gets its feelings hurt whenever infrared is around. And due to the Webb's sensitivity, we can't really say too many jokes about it. It's a little insecure to infrared light. Because of James Webb's sensitivity to infrared light, it can peer through cosmic dust to see these objects, yet the other things are hidden in light. Protostellar jets, which emerge clearly in this image, shoot out from some of these young stars. Oh, I'm guessing it means these rays and beams of light. And where is this is crazy. It's saying it's eroding the wall. We have like some twisted, I don't know, this honestly looks like someone like let some sand settle in a big tub of water and they stirred it up and then took a picture. Like, it's all CGI. It's all fake. All of it. You can make this. You can make this on Photoshop. It's not that hard. The youngest sources appears to be as red dots in the dark, dusty region of the cloud. So these red dots all over the place in the dusty region of the cloud, in the cloudy region of the cloud. Objects in the earliest rapid phases of star formation are difficult to capture, but Webb's extreme sensitivity to, to insults, spatial resolution, and image capability can chronicle these elusive events. Man, wow. It can do it all. James Webb can do it all. It says here in this image, are about 7 light years high. 7 light years high. How many light years away is this? Because I don't know. It's just it just is so incredibly crazy. I feel like I'm losing my mind when I read it. UK Space Agency prioritizes sustainability, so space is going green, y'all. Are they bringing the green mission to space, and then are they going to bring back little green men? These little green men alien are actually some of the most eco-conscious people in the universe. Not only is their planet green and is their sustainability plan green, but so is their skin. We're going to stop making it worse, and we're going to start making it better, says Julie Black, phenomenal artist. Julie Black of the Space Agency. She says, we're going to stop making it worse, and we're going to start making it better. Yeah! Woo! Alright, gonna stop making it worse. And what about like food intake on the shuttle? Are you guys planning to have lighter meals? Well, we're planning to not eat as much, and we're planning to eat less. Yeah. We're going to stop making it worse. And by doing so, I'm assuming it's going to get better. But she goes on to say, and we're going to start making it better. Okay. A cross-agency space sustainability program is designed to mitigate the risk caused by space debris. What space debris? Every time they're on the ISS, every time we see some shuttle walk or whatever, there's no debris anywhere, maybe except for the bubbles that are coming out of their helmet, or maybe like mice crawling around on the station there. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Risks caused by space debris and promote the responsible use of space. What? Through a combination of regulation, standards, development, technology. Standards, development, technology, development. This woman really knows how to speak. She says they're going to stop making the space pollution worse, and they're going to start making the space pollution better. And she's saying that they're going to open a program to mitigate the risks, lessen the risks caused by space debris, and promote the responsible use of space through a combination of regulation, standards development, technology development, and national and international missions. So basically, they are colonizing quote-unquote space when there is no space, but they have to make it seem real by putting out regulations and putting out rules, right? For example, the UK divisions of Japan-based Astroscale and Switzerland-based ClearSpace are conducting designs studies for a UK mission in 2026 to deorbit a piece of UK space debris. Okay, so UK space debris. So like the UK, have they even had a mission to space? And so they're going to go up there and like rake the debris where? Back down to Earth. They're going to push it into the sun. Like what are they going to say? Crucially, at the end of that mission, the service that will be refutable and will be ready to be used again. The service that will be refutable? Don't they mean irrefutable? In 2028, see how they're double speaking? In 2028, UK plans to send a satellite to replenish and refuel a UK spacecraft. that's just floating around there, up there, just getting cold? What happened to all the ice that grows in space? You know, and they showed us that when you're facing the sun, you burn up. When you're not facing the sun, you get a cold back. And icicles start growing and shit. And by the end of the decade, the UK intends to have developed orbital assembly or manufacturing where we're using the spacecraft previously launched to remove debris or perform the servicing mission. This is just, now they really think we've lost it. They really think that we are just so dumb. They can say anything. First, Rocket Lab launches first suborbital version of Electron. This is just, I mean, if you look at the imagery, it's just crazy. UK Space Agency prioritizes going green. So before they can make here green, before they can clean up this place, they want to worry about what's going on out there. It's kind of like the same old story, right? We have race problems here, we have poverty problems here, and all they want us to think about is like going green and going to space and shit. It's kind of nuts, actually. We're going to stop making it worse and we're going to start making it better. That is like the quote of the century right there. Okay, here, NASA agreement to support work on commercial spacecraft and space stations. See, NASA is dissolved. Okay, NASA doesn't want to have any more responsibility, and it doesn't want to keep on coming up with excuses. It knows that the Earth is flat. It knows that people are going to debunk it. It knows that when people go up in these high altitude flights and then come back down, they're in the same state, which is impossible on a globe that is spinning 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. And when you launch damn near the equator and you come back down and you hang out there, remember the Red Bull jump? He's hanging out there, Phoenix or whatever. He's hanging out. He's watching or at least he should be watching the Earth turn underneath him. Instead, he lands in the exact same state and not too far, like a drive away from when he launched. I can't make this up, guys. I cannot make this up. I wish I could. You know, then I'd probably have a job paying me $200,000 a year to make up shit. But unfortunately, I don't have it in me. I don't. It's not what I'm about. I don't got it in me. So I'm gonna open up a new tab here. Oh, and what do we see? Is Africa splitting into two continents? That is something that we talked about. I'm gonna have to go on a bigger channel and talk about that because they've already predicted it. They gave us a picture of the UN flag, and in the UN flag, United Nations, they've already shown Africa as being broken up. So that was something I was definitely surprised to see. I did that on a stream a while back now. You should still be able to see the stream, but here it is. This is Africa, and this is it breaking up. Now they hide it by putting the this line here, this spoke right through it. But on the right hand side of Africa, you can see that it's starting to break up. And what a shitty scaling of the. This is just crazy. Anyways, I'm moving on. Water found on massive exoplanet by Webb telescope. 10 times the size of Jupiter. Okay? Now, this is, again, somebody is sitting in the back making up all of this news. Kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. NASA's high-powered James Webb Telescope has found water vapor in the atmosphere of a one-of-a-kind exoplanet hundreds of light years from Earth. Hundreds of light years from Earth. So how hundreds of light years and you're taking a picture of it? If light traveling over a year reaches a certain distance and I take that photo, how am I getting that photo back when it's tens of light years away and I'm getting it back within a year or two? The exoplanet called WASP-18b, was discovered by NASA in 2009 and is unique in a number of ways. Okay, it was discovered, but to get the picture of it, like how is the telescope discovering that when it hasn't even been up there that long for the light to come back to its sensories and then transmit it to Earth? That's the other thing. I can't get cell phone service when I drive 100 clicks north, but we're getting service and pictures and shit sent back from shit way out in space. I want that. I want that cell tower. I want that. That's the cell tower I want. And this is what they gave us. And this is, of course, illustration. And I wonder if this is a company illustration. Let's see. WASP 18b, seen in an artist concept. They're all artist concept. Is a giant exoplanet 10 times more massive than Jupiter that orbits its star in just 23 hours. So a year is a day. Researchers used NASA's James Webb Telescope to study the planet as it moved behind the star for like an hour. Temperatures there reached 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So tell me this. 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, but water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Hold on. I'm just doing some math here. 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 2,700 degrees Celsius, but water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So if I was to take water and throw it in a pot, hold on, just bear with me. I'm just doing some head math here. If I put water and I put it in a pot and I turn it up, eventually the water will evaporate into steam and then my pot will be burnt because the water's all gone. But if I turn it up to 2,700 degrees Celsius or 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, then I can somehow keep the water in the pot. Especially if I have a lid on it. But no, wait a minute, there is no lids on planets, there's no seal, so I guess I should just take the lid off of it and then turn the heat up to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 2,700 Celsius, and then that way the water will maybe stop boiling and go to a point of super boil where it just gets cold again or something. Like how? Anyways, I'm going to have to come back to that because I'm not understanding how they're finding water on this. Water found on a massive exoplanet by James Webb Telescope. Here is the picture. Here is the article. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll hold it closer. Can you... What is this doing up here? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So same picture I got, same article I got, but it is just somehow saying that the water, 10 times of the size of Jupiter and partly extremely hot. Partly extremely hot. Let's read. NASA said that the major difference in temperatures is likely explained by something hindering winds from efficiently redistributing the heat to the night side. But it's not clear what it could be. So when our Earth is in darkness because we're not facing the sun, we have sufficient winds that bring the heat from the hot part of the Earth to the cold part of the Earth. But we don't really bring the cool from the cool part of the Earth to the hot part of the Earth, do we? It's not clear what it could be. Ryan Chandler, what is up with that name? I think you forgot a G. Ryan Chandler is a postdoctoral. Oh, they got to give us the researcher at the University of Michigan, so he's smarter than you. And a co-author, so he's definitely smarter than you now, on the paper, said in NASA's news release that it is possible the planet has a strong magnetic field, again, gravity, which could explain for the lack of winds. So you're telling me that there's no wind in a high magnetic field. Okay. You'd think there'd be more with all the distribution and displacement of heat. Despite the planet's high heat in some places, the temperature is almost 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. There were still multiple small but precisely measured water features. How? Found by the Webb telescope on Mars. See, it's like they're just trying to give you the most insane, illogical stories, creations, and they're trying to explain it to you, and then if it works, they say, yep, we got them. You can literally show them anything to these people, and they will believe us. That is a desensitized nation. What they can do to us next is astronomically terrifying. I mean, they could start us on the social system, start public hangings again. You never know. Because the water features in the spectrum are so subtle, they were difficult to identify in previous observations. That made it really exciting to finally see water features with these James Webb Satellite Telescope or whatever, JWST observations. But wait a minute. What do you mean see? What do you mean by see? What are you seeing that we can't see? Why is this an artist's illustration? But then you tell us that it made it really exciting to finally see water features. What do you mean see water features? That was said by some Anjali person, a postdoctoral fellow at the Carnegie Institution for Science and one of the authors of the new research. The lead author of the paper, a graduate student, just tell us his achievements, tell us his accolades. Just, it's always like, who did this and went here and did that because they're better than you, so don't even question it. Said the findings could be used to help researchers find similar water vapor in other atmospheres. So, looking at a planet, an exoplanet, with water vapor on it, and small little deposits of water, even though it's like 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, it's not traveling, it's not taking the heat with it all around the planet because of the strong electromagnetic field. And somehow that is going to help you find other water vapor and atmosphere. Like, how is that going to help you at all? It's like they just added that in to like keep us going, like, hey, don't worry guys, we have something next coming up in another month, and this is going to help us find it, so keep on giving us your money. It's just crazy. Life ingredients discovered on Saturn moon. Life ingredients, so bacteria and water. Okay, cool. Like, cool. SpaceX launches Indonesian communication satellite. So Indonesia's now having a NASA rover postcard shows Mars during different times of the day. Oh my God, here we go. Here we fucking go. NASA rover, the Curiosity rover, sends a postcard, basically pictures. But I can't receive a picture from someone in friggin' 100 kilometers north. I get no service. But they're doing it, they have better technology. Well, why don't you make the technology good here so that we can be living in peace here? Oh, my God. Celebrating over 10 years. So here's like a little postcard, a little sentimental. I bet they put music with it. I bet they put music with it. You know what it feels like to not be like others. I bet they put music to it. Oh, my God. All of this. I'm a hero to somebody. All of this, like, LGBTQ. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, guys. You guys ready for the sentiment? Oh my God, it's so fake.
That was the scene 10 years ago today at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in...
Yo, these guys have no spouses. This wedding ring is fake. You're not married. Like, there's no way a woman is marrying a guy that jumps out of his chair like this when something lands on another planet. This looks like the writer from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Now, how are you getting so excited? When his wife told him, "Hey, you're getting some booty tonight. I just bought some new lingerie." Okay, cool. Yeah. Maybe that warrants this kind of reaction for this guy. But for a satellite to touch down on Earth, on Mars, with using graphics, and you're this excited, bro. Your wife just saw you that excited, and she's saying, "You never got that excited on our anniversary. You didn't get excited last night when I gave you the booty."
That was the scene.
Look at these guys. Look at this guy with his hand in the air, the black power face. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Oh my God, what a momentous day.
10 years ago today, NASA's.
Oh my God, look at this guy. This guy wasn't even friggin' in the agency 10 years ago, and he's celebrating like a veteran.
Jet propulsion.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Did you see that? Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
Today, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory
we
in
did
California.
it, man. Woo! My wife hasn't given me any booty, and I was outside trying to do this project, and I hammered, and I gave myself a boo-boo, and now I need a Band-Aid on my middle finger. Oh, I gotta Band-Aid it up, just like Michael Jackson used to do. And this wedding ring, it's fake. You know, my wife left me because I got more excited about the mission than I did about her, what's in between her legs.
When the Curiosity rover...
I never see my kids anymore. I'm just so happy to hug another female.
Landed on
oh my gosh, hugging a female, that felt so good. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to hug a female. Me too. It feels so good back here for me to hug another woman. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to cover my mouth right now because I'm just so excited. I can't believe I hugged another person. Oh.
Surface of Mars. A 2,000-pound car-sized lab on wheels. It's sent back.
This shit is not making it. I'm sorry, but it's not making it on Mars. What are all these like plugs and shit?
It sent back incredible images.
Look at this. Like, and wait a minute. Wait, who's taking that photo? Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Who's taking this photo? This is obviously a fisheye lens, so it's gonna curve the horizon. This is somewhere on Earth. I'm thinking somewhere in South, like Chile or Argentina, and just because of the weird alien landscape, you know, that weird landscape that they have in Argentina at the south. Okay, so I don't see a rod sticking out of this thing that's like, and why is the camera looking at the camera? Like, why is this camera looking at that camera?
And began a scientific...
Here's Colorado. Or no, this is Nevada. Everybody, this is Nevada. This is somewhere in China. This is one of the deserts in China.
Exploration of the red.
This is Namibia
planet.
Here.
It was huge, and it is huge. The mission is on.
It was huge, and it is huge. Hey, Daddy. Like, what you got in your pants? Well, I have something that was huge. Well, it is huge. I mean.
Planet.
It was huge, and it is huge. The mission is ongoing. We're still making big
discoveries. You guys hear that?
It was huge, and it is huge.
It was huge, and it is. It was huge, and I screwed up, and it is still huge because it's still there, and we actually did go. I mean, it was big, and it still is big.
It was huge, and it is huge.
It was huge, and it is huge. Hey, did you see the new Silverado truck that came out? Yeah, it was big, and it is big. It is still big. It was big, and it is big still.
Mission is ongoing. We're still making big discoveries.
John Grant.
Hey, Daddy, you mind if I give you a ride? You wanna come along with me, and we can see what's happening around the corner? Oh yeah, baby, I can't wait to. What's in my pants was huge, and it is huge. It is huge. It was huge, and it is huge. Still, right now. So if you want to hop on it, because it's hard. It was hard, and it is still hard.
It was huge, and it is huge.
It was Viagra. I mean, it still is Viagra. It was huge, and it still is huge.
It was huge, and it is huge. The mission is ongoing. We're still making big discoveries.
John Grant is.
Yeah, we're still making huge discoveries, and we're gonna discover something really, really big next. They told us. They're telling us. They told us, and they are telling us. They told us that we're gonna discover more, and they are telling us that we're discovering more.
The senior geologist at the Smithsonian National Air and...
Oh, this guy looks guilty as fuck. He's just so... It's like, okay, so what we're going to get you doing is you're just going to walk down the hall like it's another Another day, okay? Another day at the office. Okay, just walk straight. Yeah, just walk straight.
Senior geologist at the Smithsonian.
Should I lift up my head? Should I look? No, just do whatever. Well, okay, I'll just. Okay, well, this is a really nice dentist office that you have here. Yeah, this dentist office is great. Yeah, we just, we have garbages outside of every door, every single door, because before we enter in every single door, we have some sort of trash, some sort of bullshit to throw out. And after we reconvene in these quarters, we have so much bullshit on our plate that everybody has a garbage right next to their door so that we can scrape off a little bit of the bullshit on our plate. Should I look straight at you or should I look down?
National Air and
No,
Space
I should look down. I should look up. I should look up. No, I should look up and then down. What are we doing in this dentist office? Why are we in the dentist office? Whose dentist office is
This
this?
is a senior geologist at the
Should I
Smithsonian
look up?
National Air
No,
and
look down.
Space Museum
No,
and
look
a member
up.
of Curiosity's
No, look down.
science team.
Curiosity.
The member.
This guy looks curious about what's in the building. This guy has no clue why there's so many garbages. He's dumbfounded. He's like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 garbage bags in this one hall. But I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna look down. No, I'm gonna look up.
Senior geologist
Should I look
at
up?
the
No, I'm gonna look down.
Smithsonian
No, I'll look
National
up.
Air and
I'll look
Space
down.
Museum and a member
I'll look up.
of Curiosity's
I'll look down.
science team.
Curiosity, as a rover, went to Mars with its
Oh my
lab
God.
equipment, with its cameras,
too
with its
good.
instruments,
This is too good.
and really started
Oh, more
probing into
CGI.
whether there were
You gotta
habitable
be
environments
kidding
in
me.
the past on Mars. And lo and behold, we discovered
Why does Mars look so red in the pictures, but then they get the photos back and it's just like slightly red? Which is like understandable because finally they're kind of using their senses, but if anything, it should look more dull from space through the atmosphere and everything like that, and the space debris. And then the closer you get, you actually hold this in and you say, wow, it really is red. You know what I mean? But no, they give us Mars as like this reddish
and lo and
planet.
behold, we discovered fairly early on in the mission that in fact there were and
There
liftoff.
There were and there is. Let's listen to that again.
And lo and behold, we discovered fairly early on into whether there were habitable environments in the
So he's talking about whether there's habitable environments on Mars.
past on Mars. And lo and behold, we discovered fairly early on in the mission that in fact there were
And there are. I mean, there was and there is. We were trying to discover if there was habitable life, and we found out that there were, and there is. Yeah, and there was and there is. There was and also there is. So that's my final answer. So
we're still making big discoveries. It
'Cause-
was huge, and it is huge.
because it was huge, and it is huge, and there were life forms and there is life forms.
Space from Cape Canaveral.
In the mission that in fact there were.
There were and there was. And look at this hawk just flying through. This random crow or raven.
Atlas V with Curiosity.
Oh my God.
Curiosity was launched into
Curiosity is what killed the cat. Back to you, James.
space from Cape Canaveral on November 26, 2011.
Notice how they're always launching by the water? Because what the rocket's going to do, what every rocket does, is it goes up, it levels off, it loses that, how it stops the ignition and it drops that piece behind it, and then it just falls back down. That's all it's going to do. It's all fake. And how come there's so much, how come there's so much smoke coming here, right? So much smoke just being blasted, all the exhaust, just being blasted. And then we look at a further away picture of it. It should be the same launch, and it's different amounts of
early on
smoke.
in the mission that in fact there were.
There were and there is.
Liftoff
Look at all the
of
smoke,
the
all the
Atlas V
smoke.
with Curiosity.
Curiosity was launched into space from Cape Canaveral on November 26,
But then there's only a little bit.
2011. 8 months, 10 days, and 100 million miles later, it finally arrived. And 3 weeks later, Curiosity was sending back stunning images
3 weeks later, it was sending back images
from the planet's
Oh my
surface.
God.
but it was also on the
Crazy.
move. Its 7-foot robotic arm is designed to scoop up soil. 3 weeks later, Curiosity was sending back stunning images from the planet's surface, but it was also on the move. Its 7-foot robotic arm is designed to scoop up soil samples and drill into rocks, looking for the chemical building blocks of life.
Curiosity landing in Gale Crater has found this evidence of a past lake. That's a really big deal. We know that that lake was there
Wow. They know that the lake was
for a very long time.
there for a long time. They know the lake was there for a long time. Not only could they tell there was a lake, but they know it was there for a long time. People used to swim in it. They used to skinny dip at nighttime under the moonlight. Everything was all good just a week ago. You know, we know that it was there for a couple decades.
That's another big deal.
And why are you giving us all this real shit, and then you give us a fake picture
a very
here?
long time.
Like, you guys realize that the way this water in this lake, the way this water is reacting and glistening is not real.
That's another
It's
big deal.
too smooth. It's too slow. It's too calm.
We know
So that they
that
know.
that lake was there for a very long
Okay,
time.
so they're telling us that it's CGIing it. They're CGIing it. Okay, that's fine.
That lake was.
But even before,
That's a really
this is a CGI picture. So what are they like? Why not just give us
big
the
deal.
real
We
image?
know that lake was there for a very long time. That's another big deal. And we know that the chemistry of that lake was such that if life had been there, it probably could have survived.
We know that it probably could have
That's
survived.
another huge deal.
It's a huge deal. It was a huge deal, and it still is a huge deal. It was huge, and it still is huge.
Mission was only slated to last 2 years, but it's been extended multiple times.
This is a nuclear-powered rover, and it's got a finite lifetime just because of the slow decay of that power source over time. But for now, we're perking along. We're doing very well. The rover, in my sense, is active today as it was 10 years ago.
And now Curiosity has come.
So, like, they expected it to last a certain amount of time, and then it's exceeding their expectation by lasting longer. And you know that this is real because they got this blue beam, this Project Blue Beam, guys. Project Blue Beam, okay? And why is the beam carrying on all the way out here to the back top right? This guy's a photographer. He's taking a picture of something down here. This guy's just IT. He's on his laptop. He was watching porn, but somebody came up behind him. And JPL, Mars 2020, Perseverance. Okay. See, they got the star in there, the American flag.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of...
On their blue beam, everybody's happy. Arms raised, both arms raised. That is symbolic of the goddess. You know, that is symbolic of the Baphomet. That's symbolic of whatever they're praying to. Look, all arms up. Everybody, when you cheer, I want both arms in the sky so that this dragon tongue, we are giving power to the dragon
Last year,
tongue.
NASA landed the
Wow.
next generation rover, Perseverance, complete with its tiny flying drone. Ultimately, NASA hopes humans won't get just a remote view of the red planet, but
Look how red it is.
will see it
It's
for
extremely
themselves.
red.
Look,
And
Curiosity was launched into space
here we have
100 million miles later. It finally
CGI.
arrived.
Mars with its lab equipment, with its cameras, with its instruments.
so the little
And
drone is taking the
In
pictures
Space
of it.
Museum.
Should I look up?
And
Should I
the
look
member-
down? So the
we're still
little
making big discoveries.
John Grant is
the little
back in
drone that flies, I guess, took this photo and lined it up perfectly. Like, it knows what it's doing. The drone automatically knows when it should take a picture and when it shouldn't take a picture. That's true. Because, you know, it's not like somebody from Earth is pressing the button for it to snap a photo, because that would take, well, I don't even know how long. How long would that take to send and receive by the drone? Probably a couple of years.
incredible images.
Who knows?
Years ago.
And now Curiosity has
When
its
they're all
tiny
cheering,
flying drone.
This
Ultimately,
shiny
NASA
drone,
hopes humans won't
the red planet, that's redder than it actually is on the
Get
ground
just a remote
surface.
view of the red planet, but
And how come we don't get any like dark red? Like they're always showing us dark red on Mars, but all the photos is just like
we'll see
regular
it for
rocks.
themselves. Let's cut to the chase. How soon before we will see astronauts?
Look at this
Let's cut
bullshit.
to the chase. How
Look at that bullshit polar ice cap. It's just like the ice just suddenly starts. It's not like in Canada where it's like, you know, there's snow down here. You know, if there's ice, that means that there's water, right? The ice isn't just ice out of nowhere. Ice is water. So if you melt that ice, then you should be able to have water. And how come there's no water or ice at the bottom of the planet? And, you know, it's just like, it's so weird. It's like, yeah, we need the humans on Earth to believe that the poles freeze everywhere you go. But the thing is that our pole tilts into the sun, and we have snow that comes all the way down to like a third of this planet, covering Canada, Russia, sometimes in England and Scotland. You have snow. So how come there's no snow here, and it's so far back, it's so far away from the sun, so much further away from the sun, you'd expect it to be a lot more snowy. Oh, but it doesn't have an atmosphere like ours, so it doesn't trap in the gases and make clouds. And okay, but why is there ice forming on a planet that they said has no water or traces of water? There's obviously tons of water if you can freeze this ice cap, but I digress.
soon before we will see astronauts heading?
No, we're not heading there. We are being mind uploaded. Virtual reality Mars mission.
Landing on Mars.
In terms of
CGI, of course, because that's all they got. And they want to flood us with this picture to be able to sensitize and get us used to seeing this, so that when we do get uploaded, our minds get uploaded to this VR, we say, oh yeah, this is totally normal, when it's not. It's
time when
CGI.
people might have boots on the ground on Mars, gosh, I hope it's in something like 10 years, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if it's quite a bit more time than that.
Yeah, because it'll never happen. So quite a bit more time is like never. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's an expensive proposition.
Expensive proposition. But it's definitely cheaper to feed and house and clothe every single person on this earth. But we're putting our resources and money into building on a red rocky. Like, why would you even want to go there? Why? Who wants to even be here? What are you doing here? What are we doing there? Like, what? Like, there's no, like, you're getting a dust sandwich every single lunch in your mouth from the wind, and as soon as you walk, you're kicking up dust. Like, where's the grass? Where are we gonna play? Where are the kids gonna play? Like, it's kind of cool. You want to go there and walk around, even though it's not real. You want to set up these huge friggin' tanks to like have this indoor simulation, but where's the fun? The kids don't want to go here until you start planting seeds, having concerts. I don't know, friggin' having an ice cream truck, something like that. That's gonna draw me to this planet. Ain't nobody gonna go to this shit. Ain't nobody gonna go to this planet. Nobody wants to be here in this goddamn desert. You look at the earth now, nobody wants to live in the desert. People want to live in the cities with the trees and the grass, and you want to build something like this for us? Come on, nobody wants to be
On
here.
Mars, gosh, I hope
Nobody
it's
wants to
in
be
something
here.
like 10 years, but it wouldn't surprise me.
On Mars, then
Oh my God, they got
humans
this.
are actually
It's like, are these people, these anchors, so dumb that they believe it, or are they just going with it? You know, they probably believe it. They're probably like, they know nothing about space. So when they come across someone who is from the University of Michigan or whatever, they're like, oh my God, all I am is a teleprompter, teleperson. I don't even know what you mean. It's personality, and this person's got some degrees, so you know we got to believe what this guy says.
dangerous, but it's my understanding, as he explained it, that humans are actually much faster at getting things done, or would be, on Mars than any of the rovers. So,
Well, yeah, but like, how come we can't hurry up and get the homeless people off the street? How come we can't be this quick to employ everybody? How come we can't be this quick to dissolve governments and borders and let everybody live peacefully and free?
It's why they say we're needed up there.
We're needed up there. We're needed here. We're needed fucking right here on Earth. Because there's people that aren't eating today. There's people that haven't eaten yesterday or they won't eat tomorrow. And we want to put billions of dollars into camera fakery and all this stuff. And look how happy she is. Oh, I'm so happy.
You know,
We wouldn't exactly withstand the cold temperature.
She looks, her face on the right looks like she just told a joke and she's hoping that somebody is, not going to get it. It's going to go right over their head.
They say we're needed up there.
Yep. Please go along with my lie. We're needed up there. Just go along with my lie, please.
We wouldn't exactly withstand the cold temperatures as well as they would, but yes, I think we could probably think a little bit better about some things.
Oh, God. Oh, did you say that we wouldn't be able to handle the extreme cold temperatures like the Mars rovers? Oh,
Withstand the cold temperatures as well as they would, but yes, I think.
Oh my God!
Think a little bit better about some
Jim!
things.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jim! Oh, Jim! Oh, you! Oh, with your jokes, your sly remarks, you're so funny and witty.
Any of the rovers. So it's why they say we're needed up there.
you know,
We wouldn't exactly withstand the cold temperatures as well as they
Yeah,
would.
we would. Oh, the cold temperatures. Did you just say we wouldn't be able to withstand the cold temperatures? Oh, you should be a comedian. Oh
Yes,
my
I
God.
think-
I'm literally holding my belly right now. I'm laughing so hard. Please stop. No more jokes. No more jokes. Look at it. Look. He's so like happy he made her laugh. Oh my God. He on his lunch break. He's yo Pete. Hey Pete, can you talk? You'll never get what happened. I just made Kim laugh so hard. She laughed. I think she thinks I'm funny. Oh my God.
We could probably think a little bit better
Okay,
about some
yeah,
things.
no. Now you're going too far, buddy. Reel it in with the smile. Okay, you're doing too much now.
Absolutely.
and just seeing
Don't be laughing at your own jokes now.
those images that they beam back. I mean, it is awe-inspiring no matter how
Oh, yeah.
old you are, or no matter what you've seen.
Awe-inspiring. I hate that
We
phrase.
wouldn't exactly
What do I
withstand.
hate about it? It's awe-inspiring. It's like, no, it's either you're like in awe or you're not. It's not inspiring me to be in awe. It's like I don't know. It's
The cold
crazy.
temperatures as well as they would.
Oh,
Yes, I
Jim.
think we could probably think a little bit better about some things.
Yeah, like this menage a trois I want to have with you two girls. We could probably think better if we're not as cold,
Say we're needed
Trying to
up
get
there.
both of you guys in one
Yeah.
We
bed.
wouldn't exactly withstand the cold temperatures as well as they would, but yes, I think we could probably think a little bit better about some things.
We could probably think a little bit better about some things, girls, if you catch my drift. No one's catching my...
Absolutely.
No, I'm only 3 inches long when I'm hard. Okay, never mind.
Just seeing those images that they beam back. I mean, it is awe-inspiring no matter how
Oh, yeah.
old you are, or no matter what you've seen.
Yeah, no matter how old you are, no matter if you believe in indoctrination or not, no matter if you, and here's the all-seeing eye behind her, no matter if you're like just a baby or like an 80-year-old person that has already debunked us, it's still awe-inspiring.
Anytime I
Like,
think of space, though, I have to give a moment of thought to the loss of Nichelle Nichols earlier this week, because what she was able to do for NASA and bringing so many people of color and women.
Wait, what? You're telling me that an old Star Trek lady had something to do with NASA and inspiring, I'm guessing, colored women to do what? Study at NASA?
Into the program. There was a documentary we did, Woman in Motion. It is now up for an Emmy. In fact, we found out this week that that was up for an Emmy the same week she passed away.
Yeah, so she won't be able to receive that, unfortunately. Oh my God, it's just so crazy, guys. Biden is like just, I don't even want to get into Biden. He is just a, wow. I mean, wow. Love it. Love what we had to do today. Today was just a really jokes fun day today. Not a lot of, conspiracy, like, research or anything like that. I just wanted to open up the Monday with you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day today, whatever you guys are doing. Like and subscribe and share, of course. It's just like, phallic worship. That's all it is. It's setting up phallic, the waters of the woman mixed with the shaft of the man. These rituals, they kind of help create things. You know, you need a man and a woman to be able to materialize something. So what the elites do is they take the principles of a man and a woman. They take the water and the firm rod, and they start building obelisks and rockets and towers. And beside condos, they'll always have like a little pool or lake, or they'll always have some sort of water feature. This is to be able to manifest the true meaning that they want to manifest. So it's just kind of, it's kind of crazy that we are still on this. Look at this. It's like dick and balls, right? More phallic worship. 2 balls and a dick. NASA proposes final extension of ISS cargo contracts. NASA asks industry for input on ISS deorbit capabilities. Okay. NASA updates plans for use of commercial space stations with the fake Earth behind it. So, and a bright cloud and stars. It's just weird. Anyways, so we can get into more of that next time. But next time, I think I'm going to go a little bit deeper into manifestation and just the powers that be wanting to control and steer the narrative. We got these fakers here trying to control the narrative, but we won't let that happen. We're not going to let that happen. This is time to fight back with truth and with research. And if you guys are, debating against globe earthers or whatever it is, just don't hesitate to keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple, right? We're really deep into this, right? So we know things that took months and months to find out. When you are just introducing somebody into the flat earth, you really want to just use the same information, the simple information that got you. You know what I mean? Why is there no parallax in the sky? Why do we keep on seeing the same constellations that the ancients saw and build monuments to? Why do we not observe curvature? All of these things, I'm just gonna give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Indio, peace. Yep, I laughed at that too. AB, hello everyone. Hope all is well. Interesting title. Yeah, well, you got to keep the title interesting. Balanced Truth, peace. What's going on? The Charmwood Fox, peace. Yeah, I know. It shows 17. It's like, it's weird. I could edit it right now, but it's weird. It's like it always goes back to what it was. Like I could just change this thumbnail right here to change episode. I can choose 19. Boom, and then save it, and then now it's updated. I do that after. But thank you for letting me know. Thanks for staying on top of that. I like to do that after. I update it after. But maybe I will start doing 19. I'll start uploading it first. So thank you for that. They're all wearing face diapers. Yeah, exactly, right? Face diapers. I love it. Maybe they set up a Mars carnival. Yeah. Maybe a Mars carnival will get the kids out. You get the kids out, you get the folks out, you get the folks out, you get the grandparents out, you get the grandparents out, then everybody believes it, right? She said we are needed up there for what? For who to do what? It's a red desert. These people here, and the cloud show goes on. I know. It's like, there's nothing there to do. You're going to get up there, put a shovel in the soil, realize it's hard as fuck, it's cold as fuck, I don't want to do anything. Are the space suits heated? Where are we getting the air to like heat the suits? Are we not in an enclosed system, or are we in an enclosed system? What's going on? And why does my spacesuit look so flimsy? And why is this rover built with tinfoil? So many questions to ask ourselves. It is crazy. But that's what it is. That's why we are doing what we're doing, guys. Because we are smarter than your average bear. And guess what? We have things to share. So I'm going to keep on sharing this. I'm not going to stop. I'm out of here for today. Today I could only give you guys an hour. Wednesday should be a little bit longer, or maybe even Friday. But I'm thinking of changing up the times. I'm thinking that I might stream in the evenings instead of the mornings. And I know that people really like their mornings. But man, for me to do this, it's really tough to like open up my shop on time and all this stuff. So yeah, because I want to give you guys more than an hour and a half or 2 hours. I want to give you guys something substantial that we could really build with and hopefully let people up and start talking and all that stuff, right? And asking questions live. So that's what I would like to do. So just keep on rocking with me. Definitely hit the like button for me, please. That would help a lot, this channel. And definitely hit the share button. I need to grow this channel because I got to get the truth out there, right? We got to get the truth out there to the uncles, the aunts, the grandparents, the cousins, the nephews and nieces, the parents, the work co-employees, everything like that, right? We got to keep it up and we got to keep pushing the truth forward, because this is what the ancestors told us. Every ancestor, all the ancient cosmologies were of a flat plane, no space, and now they're just making shit up and they're spending billions of dollars every year on it, and it's just not fair. And we could be doing a lot more with these resources. We could be helping people. We could be building orphanages to getting people off the street. That's my future goal. I want to build orphanages and letting boys and girls grow up with parents or adults that express love and kindness to them. And I want it to be heavily monitored, and I want any complaint from the child to be taken so serious that whoever that complaint is against, you're fired. You don't even get a 3-strike rule. If a kid says that you touched them here or you said this comment to them there, you're gone. You're done, because we don't have time to mess around with kids' mind. And what's happening with children all over this earth, it's just so sad, and it's so, I mean, I just can't believe it's going on right under our noses. We're not doing anything about it. Balenciaga just came out. Well, they got exposed, Balenciaga, with their child just nonsense. And look, you still have people rocking Balenciaga. It's just like, when do we care? When will we start caring? When you know something like that is happening and you're still participating and giving them money, then you're now a part of the problem, and now your soul too will be damned, right? Because you're even if it's knockoff Balenciaga, even if the Balenciaga was a gift, you're still making that logo more prevalent in society, and you're saying, hey, I rock it, you should too, right? And you're basically saying you should support child pedophilia and all this other bad stuff that's going on with the children. And so, you know, we got to get over these logos, guys. We got to get over the love of Louis Vuitton, of Gucci, of Fendi, of all of these maker like Balmain and I mean, the list goes on and on. Coco Chanel. It just goes on and on and on. And we really gotta do better. Okay, we got to do better. We're truth seekers here, so let's take off the logos. You know, let's end this capitalistic society where children's lives in sweatshops and in orphanages are being abused. We gotta keep the love. We gotta maintain the love, and we can't. We gotta not participate. We gotta remove ourselves from this whole system, guys. All right, y'all. So much love, much peace, and truth. I will see you guys later this week, either Wednesday or Friday. Hopefully both. And hopefully you guys can rock with me. Like, thumbs up, share. That's all I ask. Peace and love. And I will see you guys on the next stream. Today was very funny. I mean, today there was too much to joke about. Next stream will be a little bit more serious. We're going to get into some research live about the moon and the X-ray possibility of the moon being an X-ray of this greater Earth that we live in. Anyways, peace, love,